This is insane, dude. This is awesome. And I don't know if this is what people don't like, but I love this. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Volume 1 Reacts. We are back once again to react to the 4th episode of the final part of the final season of Attack on Titan. Last week's episode was crazy. I have no idea how it can get even crazier.
Yeah, and of course, you know, I was dumb and I scrolled through Twitter a little bit this morning.
Why do you keep doing that?
Because it's just I have to keep the social media up. I got to keep it on the A game. And if you don't follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. But yeah, I saw a little bit, not a little bit, but I saw a picture of something, and I was like, oh shooty, it's about to pop off.
This is like the freaking 15th time this has happened to you.
I know. I never learned my lesson. It just kind of happens. I really can't escape it. It's like my life is anime, so it's hard to not see spoilers.
My life is anime too, and
yeah,
I dodged them.
I don't know.
I dodged them gracefully. Well, I haven't had anything spoiled for me. I have no idea what to expect, what's going to happen. I do know that people are already saying this is a pretty crazy episode. I expect nothing less than crazy. We'll see. I think we should just get into it.
I know, I'm excited.
I'm excited. I don't really have anything to say. We're going to save most of our thoughts and our discussion for the end of the video.
Yeah.
So I guess now, without further ado, let's just jump into this episode. Season 4, episode 79, Memories of the Future. Oh, damn. They're on some...
what is it?
Ghost of Christmas Past.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, yeah.
I mean, he has a point there, you know.
Yeah, but he couldn't go. How's he going to go back?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not that he's not going back. He's acting like that life
Didn't
never
happen.
existed.
Yeah.
Like, Zeke doesn't exist.
I mean, Zeke did sell him out, though, so. Yeah, he's just telling him what he wants to hear.
Yeah. What the heck?
Daddy wasn't there.
Imagine Zeke just realized in this moment that he was wrong.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I feel like Zeke is really shooting himself in the foot right now. He's like, let me show you how stupid you are. And then he goes through these memories and he's like, oh, wait, what? Oh, shit, he can see him? What? He can see him, feel him? What? Damn, Eren's like, now who's taking who through memory lane?
I know. You thought you had all the power here, huh?
That would be crazy if in going through these memories...
Yeah.
Zeke realizes that he was wrong.
And also he's like, you've been brainwashed. I'm like, what about that fool that was passing you the ball? You brainwashed you.
Yeah.
I would argue maybe a little bit more. I mean, he didn't really... Did he? I mean, both of their like dad figures turned them into Titans.
I guess when it comes to brainwashing, it's like you can call people on both sides
brainwashing. Yeah. Oh, babies.
Taking it all back.
I know.
I mean, Eren is really giving it to this fool. I mean, he really does care about Eren.
Yeah, remember when they found that?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Feels like it was so long ago.
I know.
Zeke looks so shocked.
I know.
And older Eren is like, I stand by everything I said.
Oh, shit. He's looking right at him.
See, this makes me wonder if they were there since the beginning. Yeah, he knew. He saw everything. And maybe that's what made him do what he did and not come back. Yeah, this is wild. So maybe if you go back and you watch those episodes again, it has a new context now that you know that they were there. At least that's what you've been told.
It was a lie. What he really saw was a lie.
Oh, shit. Wow, that's crazy. That's insane. What if Eren does it, dude? That would be crazy. This is crazy. They can interact with each other, too. Communicate with each other. Eren's been feeding him this shit the whole time.
Yeah, that's what he saw. Zeke's life's a lie.
Jesus Christ, man. So he's being selective with what memories?
I guess so, but if he is the Attack Titan, he should see, right?
Unless Eren is somehow controlling what he can and can't see. This is insane, dude. This is awesome. And I don't know if this is what people don't like, but I love this.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, my God. This is amazing. And they can physically touch?
I know. Aww.
Wow. Holy shit, man. You crying?
No.
Yes. Yes. Wow.
Wow.
What a fantastic episode.
Insane.
I don't know if that is what manga readers or one of the things that manga readers were upset about. I loved that. It changes and recontextualizes everything. You know, obviously the whole time we're led to believe. I mean, that's the thing about Attack on Titan is we're led to believe throughout the series that certain people are bad or evil. But once we are shown their backstories and what they went through and how they got to the point that they are at now, you know, we sort of empathize with them. This is something completely different, though. This is something way more extreme. This is Eren basically being a puppet master throughout time.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's why even when he was like, I'm going to take you down, I'm going to show you these memories, he's like, I've already done this.
Wow.
I've already been here, Zeke. A little too late.
I'm going to be honest and say that I'm more shook now in this episode than I was in last week's episode.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Last week's episode was shock value. It was that moment with Gabby, you know, shooting Eren that made everybody just freak out.
But this is like mind-blowing, like story-changing.
Yes. This changes everything. And I love when stories do this. And you know, I'm a sucker for anything time travel or even time travel-ish, even though it is maybe different because they are traveling through memories of the future, the past, and through the eyes of other inheritors of the Attack Titan. But, you know, it is wild because, and it does seem like it makes sense, you know, given, and that's what I've always said I loved about Attack on Titan. Like, every revelation feels earned and like it makes sense, not like it's something that's thrown in. Yeah. Because we've known at a certain point, we found out as an audience that Titans can share memories. So already, you know, any Titan inheritor could remember or could, you know, see memories from the previous Titans.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like what Eren said to Armin, which I don't know if that's fully like when he was having that sit down with him and Gabby and Armin. I mean, with Mikasa and Armin, when he said like, you know, why do you think that you're like so drawn to Annie? Because you have Bert Holt's memories in Titan. So it's like that's a part of it.
And that's when we, you know, and again, I don't know that Eren, I don't feel that Eren was being completely truthful. I think he was being, again, very selective, just like he was with his dad. And being very selective, it seemed like, when his dad was begging him at the end of the episode, like, why won't you show me everything? Like, it seems like Eren is very selective with information that he gives everybody. The only thing I think that is kind of, you know, I don't want to get nitpicky because, again, I do love this. But, well, let me get back to the Armin thing. So when he told Armin that, you know, that was the first time I think we had known previously that, you know, they could see previous Titans' memories. But I think what was so crazy about that is that Eren told Armin that he was being led by, though he was being controlled by, you know, Barrett Holt and all those, you know, previous, you know, Titan inheritors or whatever. That was the first time we had ever heard of anything like that, I think, being possible. Now, knowing that Eren this whole time could see into the future, and not only could he see into the future, it's one thing to just see into the future, but he could control things. He could interact with people and basically change the course of everything to how he saw fit. The only thing I think for me, like initially, and this is like a reaction, it's like seconds after we just finished watching, so, you know, I don't know how accurate this is, but you know, for me, the other crazy thing is that he said he's been this way since he was a kid. We have to look and see, you know, go back and see how old he was when he got the Attack Titan, which he was super young, right? I forget exactly, but he was around like 6 years old or something like that. No, not 6 years old. He was young though.
Yeah,
he was a kid.
That was before he left.
Right. Yes. So he had to have, you know, I'm sure taken a little bit of time to really like figure out and process, you know, what was happening and what he was capable of when he really discovered that, when he really got a hold of that. And I guess from then that point on, he was controlling everything, right? Like from the point he inherited the Titan.
Yeah.
That's when he could start seeing into the future, into the past, and controlling things.
Yeah.
So that means that if you go back and watch the entirety of the series, not only
he knows everything that's gonna happen.
Not only does he know everything that's gonna happen, but is he playing a part? Is he playing I know. Is he just this actor? Because I mean, he said he was who he was since he was born.
And then when he got the Titan, when he found out he could turn into a Titan, he was like acting confused, like he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But I don't know like how the timelines work. Like I don't know if from that point on he did turn into like if he could see everything that happened or he had to wait for all the things. It's confusing.
Well, yeah,
it's a little confusing.
I think for me,
I need to like research or like.
I think for me, I
probably
think,
a comment that's gonna say it.
Yeah, sure, and let us know too. But without spoiling anything past this episode. But I do think that once he got it, inherited this Titan, he was able to do it. My only thing is like, how long did it take him to figure that out? Like to figure out that was an ability that he had. But yeah, it recontextualizes everything, and I love when a story does this too. Because, I mean, this is great for rewatchability. Now, I mean, Attack on Titan, I think, is a beautiful and amazingly well-crafted, written, executed story with mysteries that are earned and when they are revealed. And it's just such a rewarding series. And it says so many things, and it's so unique. But I think... I was probably, at some point in the future going to go back and rewatch it anyway. But now with this revelation, it's like you have to go back and watch it. You have to go back and watch. And that's what I kind of do love about. And I know this isn't exactly time travel. It's a little different. But now, I mean, that's what I love about it is you go back and you can see everything kind of be manipulated. And if this was, and, let us know in the comments below, that if this was something that the manga had had planned the entire time, if they were actually laying the breadcrumbs, planting the seeds.
Oh, of course. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because it's Attack on Titan. Like it's everything that's happened so far has been like it's similar to Oda. Like everything matters. Like every small detail, even if it is kind of like, oh, you think it's a throwaway, like no, it's going to be brought back in like chapters to come. So it's like super interesting to see, like, even like in story structure, like starting off with this and then having to write a character who you already know has gone through all of this before and has all of these memories from all of the his dad and everything else. Like how does that play into like his relationship with Mikasa and Armin, him like building up in the ranks of the scouts? Like was he like Zeke said, to like he's just trying to be a doctor to work his way up in the ranks or whatever, and like was he doing that in the scouts to get somewhere too, to have them on his side? I mean, like that's the thing.
For sure. I mean, probably. Yeah. I mean, that's why he was maybe so driven, and that's why maybe he was so. I don't know. Like, I think this is an episode that can be rewatched, and you can always take kind of more or kind of get more out of it.
Yeah.
But to the point of the mangaka planting the seeds and laying the breadcrumbs since the beginning, I mean, it's so true because for our volume 1 podcast episodes, we recently, in preparation for this season being released, went back and read the first volume, talked about it, and even in that first volume of the manga, there are things that are said that don't happen until the final season. There are things that you don't understand that are cryptic.
Well, the beginning,
the final season.
Literally the first panel when he wakes up by that tree and he's crying. And Mikasa's like, "Why are you crying?" He's like, "I just had a dream." Just the beginning, the first couple lines in the manga have already set up the ending.
And Mikasa has a line too about like, when did your hair get so long or something?
Yeah.
Like in the first volume.
Yeah. So he probably
like
was there.
Chapter,
he probably was there.
Whoa, dude. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Because how much then? Because it does seem like Eren can only, okay, hear me out. Let me just kind of think this through a little bit. Let me kind of process this, And
again, we're only anime watchers.
Yeah, we have
not read the manga. Cody's read all of the manga. We are just anime watchers. So there's a lot of things we don't know. We don't know the ending. And we only know what's in the anime, just to throw that out once again, because some people might be confused because we're like, what about this? We don't know yet.
So for me, I wonder, it does seem like Eren can only interact and maybe influence or change, communicate with other Attack Titans. It doesn't, I don't think, but then again, see, I guess, and I guess the reason that, Eren and Zeke's dad could interact with them is because he had the Attack Titan. But I don't think like Eren can go back and manipulate Armin or Mikasa or anybody like that.
No, I think it is just tied to the specific Titan. And that was crazy too. Like that reveal, like we always thought Grisha was like, this bad guy. He kind of was a bad dad to Zeke. Like he kind of was a bad dad. He kind of checked out on that one.
Well, I think,
but to find out like that whole, like throughout the whole seasons, like this full, obviously he did kill them, but like why he did? He wasn't going to do it. He dropped the freaking scalpel. He's like, I can't do this.
And he was literally driven mad by Eren.
He goes, please, like, think of all the people.
Yeah, and he's telling Zeke to stop him. Please stop him, because I've seen what he's going to do. It's intense. And that's what Attack on Titan does. And that's, one thing I love about it is I love when a story can really, no one's perfect. And so when a story can, walk you through how a character got to this point and make you empathize with them. That is a skill.
Yeah.
Because, we've seen multiple sides of stories, like when Zeke sold out his dad the first time, and then we got to see the reverse side of like what Zeke was going, Attack on Titan does this a lot. And I love that it does it. So, I wasn't necessarily as surprised or shocked that his dad's past wasn't what we had been told it was, but just how.
Well,
it was incredibly shocking.
Yeah, the shocking part about it, how and like how. Oh, sorry, Historia, like that whole time. Like I forget which season it was in. Maybe
I can't remember
3. But when he kisses Historia's hand, and then they ask him like what he saw, and he tells them, but then doesn't tell him everything like Eren does. But just that, like I'm thinking of that scene when he kisses her hand, and then his face is just like shocked. Like it's one of the like meme things, and I saw like what Eren actually saw when it's like a bunch of meme shit. It's like him kissing it, and it's like a monkey dancing or something. But yeah, it's so crazy, and the payoff is amazing, and I really can't see like how I'm gonna not like how it ends. I mean
that's a good point.
That's the craziest part. Like people, a lot of manga readers don't like the ending, and people are like, you should change the ending for the anime, but like I wouldn't necessarily want that just to make, I don't know, it would be weird.
This is our initial reaction, but I mean having just seen it minutes ago, I absolutely loved it, and I don't know if that is the thing. I mean I'm sure this season is going to be filled with even more moments that are shocking and revealing. And even in this next episode, I mean, I'm a sucker, and that's kind of what we were talking about in our last reaction with Cody, was that it is amazing that now I am so invested in the lore, the history, the past, what led everyone here, how all of these things work, than I am the fighting. And, it was cool that this part of this final season did open up on that Reiner Eren fight, because that's where they left us, on this huge cliffhanger, and it was this like, oh shit's about to go down moment. But it was a lot of that. It was a lot of action, and it was a lot of people reacting to it, which I understand needs to happen.
Yeah.
For a story to move forward, you need to understand why characters are doing what they're doing. But for me, it was just a lot of back and forth. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Now it feels like we're getting to the meat of it. Now we're getting to the why. Why is this all happening? Why has this all been happening? We're getting shit answered.
Yeah, no, for real. And all the other seasons, like it's heavy on fighting. That's what people love about Attack on Titan. You get heavy on fights, and then you get a sprinkle of, what's actually going on, or what happened with Eren's dad, or, them finding the notebook and the key. Like, you had that little sprinkle of information towards the end of, like most seasons, they have some stuff like that. But this one is just like, I hope the next like 3 episodes is just this of like getting to it and like really explaining what is happening, just so we can, like, I don't know, feel satisfied near the end.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, this was my favorite episode of this part of the
I
season
agree, yeah.
so far. I mean,
Same.
we're only 4 episodes in, but out of the 4, this one was my favorite from start to finish.
Yeah, because I know, I mean, the last episode was like shocking, yeah, because it was crazy because we haven't seen Eren get that messed up. But we just saw Zeke get moon sand up again.
Yeah.
So we knew that he probably wouldn't have died. He wouldn't die. So it's kind of like the stakes were kind of like, well, Eren can't die right now. Like, I know he's not going to die right now. That's why I was kind of like, oh, that was crazy, but...
And it does run the risk of, and I don't think, it doesn't feel this way to me yet, but I do think in the last episode, it was kind of teetering on the edge of this, where it was like, I got you. And then the other character would say like, haha, but no, I got you. And then the other character would go, haha, but no, you thought, I knew you would think that I was going to get you, so I got you. And it just like, it did start to feel like it was going to be that. Because every time, we were meant to feel like someone had the upper hand, it was revealed that the other person had the upper hand all along. And
I mean, the only one who has the upper hand is freaking Eren.
Well, now I feel like we know that for sure.
Yeah, like it's insane.
And now I feel like Eren is kind of unstoppable right now.
I mean, what could possibly be worse than Zeke's plan?
Well,
I mean, I know what it is. But
or you just think
I think I've seen things that are crazy.
I mean, for me,
which have been spoiled once again.
I think, because Zeke's plan, which again, like, it's hard to really like just say who's right and who's wrong, because there is really no like perfect solution to any of their problems.
No,
but
they're still Titans.
But I think what Zeke doesn't really want to kill anybody. He just wants to make sure that,
it stops.
Yeah, that they stop reproducing. But everybody who's alive now can stay alive and live their life, which doesn't sound bad. Like, it's not right.
Yeah.
But it also, like, depending on what the other options are, like, it doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, Zeke's a pro-choice king.
Yeah. But, Eren, I think then if that's Zeke's plan, I think Eren's true plan, his real plan, I mean, if it's that terrible, is just to wipe everybody out. I mean, I wipe everybody out and like reverse, because he said in that episode that he, I'm paraphrasing, but he said that he wants to take people's freedoms before they take his. So I think he's basically going to flip the script. And now, they're going to be taking everyone else prisoner. And the scales are going to tip the other way. And Eren is going to do the same thing to all those people that was done to him and to his people. And I think Eren is going to be, ruthless. I know Eren is in a place right now where he's just like gone. And maybe we never knew Eren
at all.
At all. Because it's
Eren Yeager who?
Yeah, because this is who he's always been, apparently. At least since he's definitely got the founding Titan, or not the founding Titan, but the Attack Titan.
I mean, is that why he was acting all goofy in season 1?
Well, that's because that's what I'm kind of going back to in my head. Like, I'm kind of going back through season 1.
Because the manga was a little bit different.
The manga was.
Him.
The manga was. He seemed a lot more capable in the manga.
And like knowing. He seemed a lot more grounded. In the anime, they kind of goofed him up a bit. So maybe those are like the slight changes where like because even Cody said that too, like you kind of like in the manga, like who he is and how he got to this point isn't surprising. But for us, the anime watchers, we're like, what? whoa, this guy needs to chill. Like, where did Eren go? Like, this guy's not Eren. This is someone else completely entirely. But that we did see more of that when that kiss happened with Astoria. That's when shit started to go downhill for him, at least for us.
I think it'd be interesting for, and I want to do it too. Instead of going back and watching the first couple episodes, I think it'd be really interesting to go back and read it because, again, we read volume 1 pretty recently, and it was kind of shocking because they did goof him up, and there were a lot of scenes where he was like struggling with his ODM gear that was in the anime that was completely not in the manga. And now it does seem like the mangaka did that intentionally. Like, oh no, he's not like dumb. He can't be because he is going to do this later. So don't do
and
that.
He knows that.
And he knows that. And maybe I don't know.
I mean, we might be getting it completely wrong, and people will be like, no, he actually only found out when he could use this or when he turned into a Titan the first time. Maybe that would make more sense than like him being a child and seeing it all. Maybe you have to turn into the Titan in order to get the memories back. So I don't know where it is.
But see, then
together,
again, then here, check this out. Now because again, we're just kind of figuring this all out.
We're just talking
live. We're reacting.
We're just talking.
But check this out. Then, so if the inheritors of the attack Titans can communicate with each other through time, through memories, right? Then you're saying maybe he wouldn't have learned all these things until he turned into a Titan the first time. However, I think that by default, him having it would mean that the moment he got it, future Eren could then go back and talk to past Eren and tell him everything the moment he got it. You know what I mean? Future Eren, if he can communicate with his dad, if he can communicate with other...
Do you think you communicate with yourself, though?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think, and I could be way off base, and I could be really wrong about that. But I do think so. I think Eren could then, at that point, go back to the moment that he got it, because that's when they could communicate, and lay it all out. And I think then that would mean that Eren knew everything the moment he got it. And maybe that's what we'll find out. I don't know. That's a theory. That's a,
It's a game theory.
It's a game theory. Yeah, I don't know. Because then, I don't know.
I mean, it changes everything if that's the case. Like, it literally changes the whole deal. So, again... No spoilerly comments, please, but let us know if we're on the right path. I mean, we could ask Cody, but if you comment and tell us that we're completely wrong and we're dumb, I mean, we don't know yet, so we don't know at all.
And I mean, if you're kind of experiencing this with us too, just kind of let us know your thoughts, your theories, and stuff too. It's
exciting.
It's exciting. It's a super interesting.
It kind of like
crazy episode.
Rekindled it. For me.
Loved it. I felt like I fell back in love for like the 5th time.
Yeah, I know.
Watching that, I had an emotional reaction to watching that more so than I've had. The last episode or
the one before that, or even like last season.
Even last season, like, I mean, honestly, an emotional reaction.
Not last season, but the part 1 of this season. I mean. It again, I was like, with all the story and all of the lore, like, it's just getting better and better. And I don't see how the end could be bad.
I don't see how it could be bad either.
The only thing that's bad is that it ended. That's the only thing I could see. Like, it had to end. Like, I think people are just mad that it ended.
No, it's definitely not that. I mean, they're mad at something that happened. They're pissed. There's no way they're mad that it just ended. I think that they're mad that something happened. They have to be. I mean, and that's just from me talking to Cody too.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Or like mad enough for be like, I hope they change it in the anime.
That's what I mean.
That's crazy.
That's what I mean. Like,
just change the source material.
And I don't even know if change is the right word.
Tweak,
I think, is a better word. And not that the anime studio would be doing that, but that the mangaka, having tried the ending that they tried in the anime or in the manga.
Didn't Cody say that? He said that he would.
No,
that was speculated.
No, yeah, but that he has a, I guess, history or track record, or he has done that, or has talked about doing that, or something. It's all theoretical. It's all none of it is confirmed. But
until we see the ending,
until we see it, yeah. What a crazy ending, or what a crazy episode. What a wild ride. My favorite episode this season so far by
It might
far.
be one of my favorite AOT episodes ever.
It was fantastic. fantastic.
Ever.
And I'm so excited because I feel like next week's episode is going to be a lot like this week's episode in that it reveals
I think
even more.
I think I saw Annie in that preview.
I saw something crazy, but you need to stay off Twitter.
I don't know if I can.
At least like the day of.
The day of, yeah,
The day of.
I should for sure. But
Anyway, that's going to do it for our discussion, reaction. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Let us know in the comments your theories, no spoilers, your theories, your thoughts.
No spoilers.
What you, what you felt, what you thought, how, how this changes AOT for you. But until next time, we will leave you and we will see you in our next episode, either a volume 1, a volume done. But what's our outro for these? We should say, we should come up with an outro. That's always the same. It never changes. It should be like, what happened? The ghost of Christmas. The ghost of Christmas. The ghost of Titans Past.
The ghost of Titans Past.
But how do we get that into like, until next time? Watch out for. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And until next time,
watch out for the ghost of Titans Past.
That's so hard to